It's time for Jay Blaze's Trending Topics on 101.9 KISS FM.
All right, it's 101.9 KISS FM, your new home of Heartbeat, hip hop, and R&B. I'm Jay Blaze.
I'm Clark Jones.
And this right here is Trending Topics. What you got for me today?
All right, so last night, Alabama made a huge comeback in the second half and beat Georgia in overtime to win the national championship. Now, linebacker Mekhi Brown was flagged for striking an opponent in the head after a play, and Brown was later seen trying to fight a coach on the sidelines.
That was funny. I was like, why are you trying to fight his own coach?
And you would think that they would eject him, but
nope.
He stayed in the game. He was allowed to stay at the game and made a huge tackle that helped set up Alabama for the game-tying touchdown. This game, Alabama, their 5th championship win in 9 years, so kudos to them.
Shout out to them folks.
Now, Russell Simmons has had 2 more women file a police report on him over the past month, claiming he raped them in 1983 and in 1991. Now, one woman says Simmons attacked her in his office in 1983. She said, "Next thing I know, my pants were down and he was having his way with me. When he was done, I ran out of the office crying." The next woman said The next woman, who has decided to remain anonymous, says that Simmons raped her in his Manhattan home after a date in 1991. She says Simmons forced himself on her after she declined his sexual advances. Now, with these 2 being added on, this brings the total number of women to 13 that are accusing Russell Simmons of a rape or a sexual assault. Now, Simmons is denying all of the allegations and has already said he will take a lie detector test to prove his innocence, even though his law team says he should not do that. Because what happens if one comes up?
Yeah, the first one I know he actually passed it though.
Right, he did. But he's not going to release
agreed to take
them.
it for one.
No, he said he'll do it from all of them.
So he said he's not going to release it. So what's the point of taking a lie detector test?
He's going to release them when he's done with all of the allegations and taking them all for each woman that has accused him.
They said that's why he in that yoga. He trying to get some dirt off his conscience.
You think so?
That what people saying. He getting it. I got to do the yoga because I've done so much dirt back in the day. He did agree. He did admit that he did cocaine, a lot of cocaine back in the day. As a matter of fact, his book called Do You, he opens up and talks about the heavy drug use he was doing back then. And even in one of the statement towards the allegation, he said, "I don't recall one of the situations going that way. But I was high and drunk a lot."
And that's what it comes back down to us in that truth situation that we discussed yesterday. Because, his truth is going to be different.
Okay. I told you, we move on. We
have
another one today. Don't worry.
The truth?
Don't worry. You have another one today.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. So, Russell Simmons is still on the hook. Now, Tavis Smiley.
Women?
13.
No. One got added. It's 14.
That was 14?
Yeah. Another one spoke up, so it made it a total of 14 that I was reading
Jesus Christ.
as we came
How
in
do you
today.
feel as a man having 14
women accusing you?
That's
crazy.
Guess he feels like Bill Cosby, huh?
Yeah. Tavis Smiley.
Tavis Smiley was fired from
PBS.
PBS for having inappropriate relations in the workplace with women who said they felt intimidated to have these relationships with him. Now, Smiley is denying all of these allegations and said that all of the relationships were consensual. But Smiley is back with a new TV gig. His show will air on the Word Network and will also stream online. It will focus on inspirational stories, being called The Upside.
So he on the church network?
I guess.
Wow.
You gotta get it how you live. Don't bash.
I ain't mad. I just, until all of this is put behind him, I don't see why they would hire him.
Well, maybe
the
they believe that he's not doing anything wrong. He's clearly had consensual relationships because he said he doesn't feel like you should block people from dating in the workplace because that's where some people meet their significant others.
Okay.
workplace.
You asking for trouble for that. No.
All right, now his show will be called The Upside of Tavis Smiley, and he will also be doing a 5-city town tour to talk about relationships in the workplace. He will also plan on writing a book, but I'm glad that he is still bringing in the bag, and his show plans on starting in the springtime. Now, last but not least, let's talk about Eminem really quick. Now, his 9th studio album, Revival, was released before 2017 ended, and a lot of people didn't really like his album. I even saw some people calling it the worst album of 2017. So, with him coming back, he thought he would have a warm welcome. Now, he did release the Walk on Water track with Beyonce, and that went by really good, but people just didn't like the whole album. So he decided to release this track today. It's the remix of Chloroseptic featuring Fresher and 2 Chainz, and he's taking shots at people who trashed his album, 3502. Now, here is a clip from the album. Now, listen real closely. This is just one clip. You got to go and listen to his whole verse, and you can hear the different shots he takes.
You just called my trash. Thank God I rap better when the odds are stacked. Revival's whack. I don't like the zombie track. And when he's talking that garbage, psychotic crap. What's your content at? What's with all the conscious rap? Pink, Beyonce, this, and Kalani, that. I just added to the fuel in my rocket pack. Till I'm ready to respond, then I'ma launch it at him. Idiotic from the embryonic sack to the body bag. I'll be back, and when I am, I'll be at your fucking throat like Chloroseptic.
Now, I didn't listen to the album. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, but I did like the Walk on Water track, so I'm gonna have to go back and see what everybody's talking about with Eminem. Some people came out, you remember D12, a member of D12 came out and said that
D12.
Bizarre, right? That's his name?
Yeah.
Said that Eminem was talking about Joe Budden. Now, I don't know, because I feel like a lot of people were talking mess about this album from what I saw, but I think this Bizarre man. But then again, I don't know the whole backstory.
Yeah.
So I can't really speak too much on it. But if it was at Joe Budden, it is what it is. So those are your trending topics. Read about these stories plus more. Hit the website 1019online.com.
All right, let's do some new music before we head to these commercials. Check it out. It's a brand new joint from Cardi B, and it's called what? Say it. I can't say it right.
Bartier Cardi?
I'll never be able to afford it. All right, Bartier. Cartier? That was that a spin on?
I guess so.
Oh, none of us can afford it. All right, Bartier Cardi. Check it out.
Their radio talent, DJ Blaze. 101.9 Kiss FM.